Jonathan Edwards, 1703 to 1758. In the Hands of a Loving God. In a secret spot deep in the thick forest, a young boy sat alone in a wooden shack. He stared out intently, his hand resting on a scrap of paper on his knee. The breeze lifted the paper's edge. He smoothed it down and jotted a note. Then he gazed outside again. The boy's name was Jonathan Edwards, and he wasn't pretending to be a spy or a soldier or a pirate. He was watching spiders. He observed them spinning webs and long threads. He guessed they ejected a liquid, which became a sticky string in the air. The spiders laid so many eggs that he wondered why the world wasn't overrun with millions of the creatures. Then he saw the hatchlings weave delicate balloons and rise to catch the east breeze. He realized most would drift on air currents to the Atlantic Ocean, where they would be lost. He bent his head and carefully recorded what he was learning about spiders and their amazing gift for spinning. Multitudes of times I have beheld with wonderment and pleasure the spider marching in the air from one tree to another, he wrote. Their little shining webs and glistening strings of a great length and at such a height. One would think they were tacked to the sky by one end, were it not that they were moving and floating. He spent many hours in the shack, studying God's creation and praising Him for its beauty and variety. He and his friends, none older than 10, had built the crude booth by themselves. But the shed hadn't been built for play or for a secret boys' club. Its purpose was prayer. Although only a boy, Jonathan longed to become closer to God. He was blessed with a sharp mind and a keen interest in nature. Later, as a teenager, he wrote his observations about spiders into an essay that demonstrated his amazing ability for scientific observation. Throughout his life, Jonathan marveled at God's beautiful world, but he loved God's beautiful word even more. Jonathan Edwards was born in East Windsor, Connecticut, on October 5, 1703. He lived at the end of the Puritan era and during times of spiritual revival in New England. In a generation of great thinkers, he became one of the greatest. Many people still believe he was America's most important theologian. His father and his grandfather were Puritan preachers, and there was never any question that Jonathan, the only son out of 11 children, would follow their footsteps into ministry. While Jonathan loved to pray and think about religious things, he was often frustrated by the continuing sin in his life. But one day he was struck by the words of 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 17. Now unto the King eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, be honor and glory forever and ever. Amen.